Hi Preeta. Hi Kapil. Good morning.
Hi Kavya, good morning.
Let's wait for a few more minutes for others to join. So
Okay.
meanwhile, were
Mhm.
you able to complete yesterday's assignment? Did you face
Uh,
any issue?
no Kavya, no issues.
Okay. So if you are unable to complete any task, if you
Mm-hmm.
feel like you have stuck anywhere, you can just let me know. Okay, we can go through that.
Yeah, sure Kavya.
Okay. Okay, let's wait for 5 more minutes to see if anybody else is joining.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I think we can start now. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible? Also, am I audible?
Kavya, I am able to see your screen, but you are not audible clearly.
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, somewhat better.
Okay, wait. Is it better now?
Yeah.
So we were going through roles yesterday. So let's continue that. So just like users and groups, there's also another table called roles. So roles is nothing but it provides access to users. Okay, so in order to open, view, or edit, delete, or create any of the records, right? Certain access will be required. So those access can be defined through roles. So if I go to roles, so these are all the roles which are already existing in ServiceNow. There are around 423 roles. You can also create a new role. Okay, so I'll open a role. I'll show you how the record looks like. So this is how the record looks like. Okay, so this will be the name of the role. So you cannot change the role name once you have created. So even if I'm creating a new role, once I have created the role, the field becomes reload. Okay, so it is non-editable. Again, this is restricted to, I mean, there are ACLs configured to restrict to have these kind of restrictions. Okay, so what is ACL and all you'll learn later. So basically, it is something which is involved with which has to do something with roles. So on you can define roles for at field level also and also at the record level and also what kind of actions. Okay, so this read, write, create, and delete these actions can be defined under ACLs. So for now, role, this is the role record, and here you will have require subscription. So require subscription is nothing but there will be certain roles which would require, license from somebody.
Kavya, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, sometimes your volume is high and sometimes is low. I'm not able to get like what you're saying when your voice goes low.
Okay, is it fine now?
Actually, it is less audible. Basically your volume is low, but sometimes it gets high. Uh, I don't know which point. Now it's high.
Okay.
Maybe your microphone is near.
Yeah. Is it fine now?
No.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, somewhat better, but sometimes it is high, which is really good.
Okay. I'll maybe
Better.
try to speak louder. Okay, so these are the themes, okay? So here require subscription means so there could be certain roles which will be provided by ServiceNow and it involves some cost. Okay, so those will be like subscription based roles means like it requires additional license from ServiceNow. So the organization will have to purchase and they can provide those roles only to certain number of users. Okay, based on the agreement they have with ServiceNow. So all those roles can come under required subscription rates. Is my voice okay? Is it still low?
Yeah, I think it's low, Kavya. I don't know whether it is only for me or others as well.
Yeah, I think it is for others as well, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Um,
But yesterday it was good. There was no issue.
Let me do one thing. I'll leave the meeting and join again.
Yeah, sure, Kavya. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so is it better now, Preeta?
Yes, Kavya.
Okay. So as I was saying, this is the role record. So, and these are the fields, okay? So application is nothing but, again, I think you'll have a better understanding when you know what application is. So for now, you can just know that by default, most of the applications in ServiceNow will be global. Okay, so and then there are other applications when it comes to portal. So you can pick an application from here. Okay, so if you just click here, you can see the application scope, it is global. And if I click on this, I can see other applications which are available as well. So few updates can be made only when you have picked that application scope. Okay, so that is what it is. So this just means that this role is specifically designed for global application scope. And then we have require subscription. So require subscription is nothing but there are few roles, say for example, admin roles. Okay, so you know that system administrator. So this is the system administrator, right? So system administrator provides you the highest access, highest level of access. So when you it can't be provided to all the employees of the organization because it involves the license from ServiceNow and it involves additional cost from ServiceNow. So what the organizations will do is they'll have a deal with the ServiceNow product so that they'll purchase only certain number of licenses and that they'll provide to the users who really make use of those roles. Okay. So that is to differentiate that kind of roles. We have this uh, require subscription field. Okay. So then we have description. So description is nothing but it is a piece of information regarding this role. So as you can see, action designer role, it enables users to launch action designer. So this is a role which enables a user to launch this specific module. Okay. And then we have related links. So you know what a related link is. So it will just take you to another URL or another page. Okay. And then we have contains roles. So contains roles means, so you can add a role inside another role. Okay. So if I just go here and edit, so it is nothing but the parent and child group, what we saw in groups, right? So similar to that, even in roles also. So if you just provide admin role to the user, so admin role will have all other roles as well. Like, let me just open admin role. Okay, so this is admin role. See here, admin role contains these 4 roles. Okay, so again, if I open these roles, they'll contain a few more roles. Okay, so it's like a chain basically. So okay, see this role again contains these 2 roles. So you can see that it is related to admin because admin is the highest level of access. So when it says ML underscore admin, it just means like it is providing the highest level of access to this particular application, to one particular application. So if I click again here, this again contains 2 more roles. Okay, so there can be roles which contains few more roles. And then there can be roles which do not contain any role. Okay, I'll close this. Okay, I'll add few roles. So if I want to add any role to a specific role, I can simply do it by this. Just do it and move it to right side and then save. See, now these 2 roles have been added to this role. So it just means when you provide this role to a user, they also receive these 2 roles by default. Okay. So then we have application with roles. So this just means that in order to access this particular application, that is process automation, the users would require this action designer role. Okay, so all the application menus which would require, which will provide, I mean, the role, okay, all the applications for which you can access using this role, you can see under application with role. And again, all the modules which you can access with this role can be seen under modules with role. Okay, so here this is just another table, like module is another table. You'll see all the list of modules here. So all these modules are nothing but something which is visible here. Okay. So here, if I business application is a module, dashboard is a module, service catalog is a module. So all these will require certain roles, right, to be visible here. So that is what is mentioned here. And then we have custom tables. So custom tables are nothing but the tables which are designed by users. Okay, so if you create any new table, that will be a custom table. If there is any table which is already present in ServiceNow, that is called as system table. Okay, even the fields also. There are, it can be either system field or custom field. So system field is created by the system and custom field is created by the user. It can be any user. So how you can differentiate between custom table and system table, or custom field and system field is, see, this is actually in the URL, what you see here is the table name. Okay. So here role is the table name, but backend value of this role is sys underscore user underscore role. So if I search here for role, it will take me to list of this roles, right? So here, this is the table name. If I also search for this one, sys underscore user underscore role, and I can add dot list. If I do capital LIST, it will take me to new tab. And if I do small LIST, it will take me to the same tab. I mean, it will open here. Okay, so if I just, I'll just click on type capital LIST so that you can see it in new tab. See, again, it opened the same table. You can see even the URL is also same. I mean, it's sys underscore user underscore role, and even this is also sys underscore user underscore role. So this is the table. So whichever table starts with sys, right, sys underscore, that is called system defined tables, and any table which will start with u underscore, those are custom tables or user built tables. So even fields also. So if I just right click here and click on show, you can see this field does not start with u underscore. It means it is a system created field. So if I create any new field, it will show as u underscore. Okay, any name I give, it will start with u underscore and then continues with the name which I have provided. So that is the difference between system built and user built. So if there are any custom tables for which you would need this role to access, so that can be seen under custom tables. And then we have subscribed users. So subscribed users is nothing but the users who have this role. Okay. So if I provide this role to some user, let's go to user table. Okay, I'll open this user record. So here we had roles, right? I'll just go to edit. Okay. So I have just moved it. So now if I refresh this record, I should see that user under subscribed users. Okay. Let's open this role. Okay, I think it's still not added maybe. Okay, action designer is added. This is changed. Okay, I'm not sure why it is not displaying. Maybe I'll check. If you also notice similar behavior, you can just let me know in the next class. We can discuss about this first. Okay. Then we have something called as, so basically under subscribed users, it should like whoever users, I mean, all the users who have this role, so their name should be displayed here. Okay, so that is that should be the expected behavior. So then we have elevated privilege. So elevated privilege means, okay, so it can be like, okay, so say for example, this role is providing delete access to some user. Okay. So I'm seeing this delete button because I have a role which is required for me to see this delete option. So maybe I don't have to see this delete option all the time, because it might result in human error, right? So I could delete this record by mistake because I have this access. Unintentionally also, I could make use of that access, which could lead to, unexpected outcomes. So what we do is, if for those roles, we can just check on elevated privilege. Okay, so if I click on elevated privilege and then save the record, so here under system administrator, right? So here I have elevate role option. So all those users who have this role, action designer, they'll be able to see that role under elevate role only. So even when we add that role to the user, they'll still be unable to make use of the role until they select it from the elevate role. So if I go to elevate roles, so these are the elevated roles which I have. Okay, this action category created and security admin. So only if I check this, then only I'll get that access. If I don't check this, even though I have these roles, I'll still not be able to make use of those roles. Okay, so if I just select this, then I'll get the, this role will be updated in my profile, in my session. So now I can access those modules which can be accessed using that role. Any questions here? Okay, give me a
No,
moment.
Kavya.
Yeah, I'll just connect my charger.
Okay.
Okay. So you can also add this roles to a particular group. So by adding roles to a group, you will provide the role to all the users of that group. Okay, so if I just open any group, so I think we also discussed this yesterday. So if I open any group, if I just add one role to this group, it will by default provide that role to all the members of the group. Okay, currently there are no members. I'll just add few members. Okay, so I have opened this user record, right? Let's see. Let me go to roles. I'll go to edit now. So here I want to provide agent admin role to this group. Okay. So first we'll see what role this user has. So these here I can search for that role. So the role which I am thinking is agent admin, right? So if I just search for agent, okay, this user only has agent workspace user role, but this user is not having agent admin role. So since this user is part of this group app engine admins, so if I provide agent admin role to this group, it should by default provide that role to the user as well. So I'm just using this. So, okay, this is called as slush bucket. Okay, just for your reference. So adding this to this, from here to here, what you transfer, this is called as slush bucket. So if you come across a word called slush bucket anywhere, so it just means this one. Okay. So now I have added agent admin role. Okay. So the role has been added. Now if I refresh, I should see that role under this user. Okay, see, agent admin role is added. And also agent security admin, which was not there before, is also added because agent admin role contains agent security admin role. So that is why these roles have been provided. I mean, this role has been provided by default. And here you can see inherited, right? So inherited is nothing but this role was not provided directly to the user. Instead, it was inherited by something else. That could be a group or that could be another role. Okay, so since this role has been provided to this user through addition of some group, you can see inherited as true. So if I provide any other role directly, I should see inherited as false. So I'll provide AIS admin. Okay, I think I've given filter condition there. Okay, so see, AIS admin was the role which I added to this user. You can see inherited is false. Similarly, these two users were also added manually to this user. That is why you can see inherited false for this as well. So all the roles which are inherited through group or some other role, that will be inherited true, and all those roles which are directly added to the users are called inherited, I mean, will be inherited false. So any questions so far?
No, Kavya.
Okay. So that's about roles. So now what we'll do is we'll go to dictionary. So I'll open. Okay, so dictionary is nothing but if I open any record, right, there are different fields. So this is a field, name is a field, required subscription is a field, and they are all different kinds of fields. So you can see this is a text field. Okay, now I don't have access to this, but okay, description is also a text box, right? It just, I mean, I can just enter any text here. So it is a text field, but here I can't just type something. Okay, I'll have to select either one of these three options. And then this is a checkbox field. So, and this is the reference field. So whichever are in front of the field value, if you see this preview record option, that means this is a reference field. Okay, when this field is empty, you will see search option here instead of preview record. Once you have selected any record, then you can preview that record. So all these different types of fields, like what field should be what type and all, can be configured as part of dictionary. Okay, so if I go here and if I go to configure, so here also I have option of dictionary. So I can, if I open dictionary from here, it will open the dictionary table for this particular table. I mean, for role, whatever dictionary we have, it will open that. So you can see there is a filter condition which is already added, that is table is equal to sys underscore user underscore role. So you know this table is nothing but roles table. So I can see all those roles which are, all those dictionary entries which are part of this particular table alone. So if I directly go to dictionary entries, I can just see all the dictionary entries, which are like, see, 1,23,000 something records. So if you're configuring dictionary of a particular table, you will have to go to configuration there. I mean, just open any record, click here, and then go to configure, and then you will go to dictionary. Okay, so this will take you to all the fields. So here you can see, if I open this, So this is the table name, that is role table, and the type is string. So these are the different types of fields which are available. Okay, so it can be audio kind of field, or it can be choice field. Choice field is nothing but the drop down field. Okay, like there were 3 choices to select from, right? So that is called as choice field. And then we have color field. So if you want to select any color, I mean that if that is the requirement of that field, then it will be color field. And similarly conditions. So we have like 34 types of fields here. So basically we make use of string field, that is, okay, we make use of choice field, and then attachment type, and then list type. So list type means the, I have just changed this field type, right? Okay, wait, not this one. Maybe this one. I'll just change the field type to something. I'll revert my changes later. Okay. So I have changed this type to list. So now if I go to roles table, this underscore user underscore role. See, this requires subscription. Before it was choice field, right? It was like yes or no or some other choice. But now I can see this one, a lock button. So this is the list type of field. So in list type of field, what you can do is you can unlock it, and then you can select multiple options. Okay, see. Yes. So I have selected all 3, and then if I lock, I can see all 3 options. So this could be used when there is any, okay, suppose there is a record, okay. Let's open any table. Okay, incident table. So in incident table, I have a field called watch list. Okay, so watch list is nothing but the interested users. I mean, the users who are interested in this incident, like who wants to be who wants to get all the updates about this incident. So it could be multiple users, right? Not just one user. So in that case, I'll just click on this log button and I'll just type any username. See, I can add multiple users here. And then if I save this record, so this will just save it. So you can see, like I was able to add multiple users of one particular table, that is user table. So that kind of field is called as list field. Okay, so similarly here, what you see here is the lookup using list. So this is a reference field. So if I clear out this, I can only select one user or one record from this particular table. So user is my table. So I'll be able to select only one user here. Okay. I can't select multiple users like in the list field. So that is the difference between reference and list. So in reference, you will be able to select only one record from a table. In list, you will be able to select multiple records from a table. So then we have a date field. Okay, so if you just right click on any field, you will see show, right? Show is nothing but it will show you the dictionary information of that particular field. So here you can see the field is opened at, and the table is start, and type is glide date time. So this is a date or time type of field. And this one is a reference field, right? So if I just right click and click on show caller ID, I can see the type is reference. And then if I just go here and again show watch list, I can see the type is blind list. Similarly, this one, short description, if I go here, show short description, I can see it is a string field. Okay, so these are all different types of fields. So even this one also, I'll just click on show number. It is again a string field. So like this, if you want to understand better about different types of fields, I mean the examples which are already present in ServiceNow, you can simply open any record. Just go to any table here. I'll just leave. Go to any table and open any record from that table, and just do right click on each field and go to right click on each field and click on show. Okay, if you click on show, you will see what type of field it is. So if you see any new type of field, if you come across any new type of field, you can simply do show show dictionary info, and you will get to know what kind of field it is. So that is about type of fields. And okay, let me just change this back.
Kavya?
Yeah.
Kavya, one question. In general, what is dictionary, Kavya, in ServiceNow?
Okay, dictionary is nothing but okay. Dictionary means it is the how do you define this particular field? Okay, that is a dictionary. It is backend name which you have given to this field, name or type and everything. So this is the dictionary entry, right? So it's about one particular field, a field called require subscription. Require subscription is a field, and what type of field it is, and in which table this field has been added, and what all, if there is any default value for this field, all these kind of things is called as dictionary. So do you understand, or you still didn't understand?
No, I'm guessing it, but
so dictionary is nothing but, see, if you have to configure a field, right? Configure a particular field. So then you will make use of dictionary, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, so if I just go to configure dictionary, it will take me to the same form. See, it will take me to dictionary entry. So here I can just change the type of field, or name of the field, or maximum length of the field, or I can make it read only or mandatory. All these things I can make it under, all these changes can be made under dictionary.
Okay, so instead of writing like query to create a field in a table, we are using dictionary. Is that what you're trying?
No.
Okay.
You cannot create a field using query. You can only create a field using dictionary.
Dictionary. Okay.
Yeah. So dictionary is used to create and configure the fields. There is nothing else which you can use to create and configure the fields.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what is the difference between form designing and dictionary? Form designer can also be used, right, to create field?
Yeah, even if I see, I'll explain what is form layout and form design in the next class. But again, since you asked, I'll go to form layout. Okay. So here I have an option to create new field.
Yeah.
This is a string field. So I'll just add test.
Okay.
If I click on add, see, I can see this test here. I'll save it. So even though I have created a new field from form layout, this is still the functionality of dictionary. Okay. If I open dictionary, go to configure, column name was test. Okay, see, since I created this field, it will be u_test.
Yeah.
Okay, see, you can still see the same field under dictionary. So even if you're configuring from the form layout, it will still be created under dictionary. So dictionary is the
Okay.
main thing where you create and configure all the fields.
Okay.
Okay, this is the same field. I selected the
Mhm.
type as string, and under
Mhm.
this table, and this was the column label what I gave. Column label is nothing but what should this field be displayed as. So here,
Okay.
this is a label. Type is a
Mhm.
label. Okay. So
Mhm.
column name is the backend value of this label. So in
Mhm.
scripting and all, you will make use of this particular field, right? So what you do is through script, maybe you're setting something like uh, this column value should be so and so. So in order to differentiate the fields, we will use the backend value. Okay, like in script,
Okay.
I cannot make use of the column label. I should
Mhm.
only make use of the column name. So
Mhm.
column name of a particular table will always be unique. So it just means I cannot create another dictionary entry under the same table with the
Mhm.
same column name.
Mhm. Okay.
So let me go to dictionary again, or wait. Hmm. Okay. So these are all the dictionary entries under SC underscore request. So we already have a column name that is requested for. Okay. This is the
Mhm.
backend name, and the label is, okay, wait, let me add label also here. This column label, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is the column label. That is the field name is requested for, whereas the backend value of this field name is requested underscore for. So in dictionary, for this particular table SC underscore request, I can create another dictionary entry with the same column label, but
Mhm.
not with the same column name. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the
Mhm.
column name requested for. I'll go to new. I'll select anything. Okay. Column name I'll give as requested for. And maximum length will be 40. So if I try to save this record, okay, because I create, okay. So see, you can see the column name is still different because that was
Because
requested underscore for. And here,
yeah.
this since this is created by me, it is you underscore requested underscore for.
Mhm.
But if I create another dictionary entry with same requested for, right? So this time also I'll select something else, choice maybe. And again, I'll give the column name as requested for only. And this also I'll give as requested for. So the expectation is it should not allow me to save this record. See, you can see that it is throwing
Mhm.
error, invalid insert. Column U underscore requested for already exist in this table or a table extended from it. So that is why I can't create another record with the same column name. So what I have to do is I can keep the column label as same, but the column name should be different. So this will be the unique value of that field. So since it is unique, I can make use of this column name field in all my script entries. Okay, so in
Okay.
like if I make use of this column label, there could be another field with the same field name. Okay, that is
Mhm.
requested for. So if I'm making use of this field, then in the script again it will get confused, right? Like which actual field I'm referring to. So that
Yes.
is why we always make use of column, and it will always be unique for a particular table.
Mhm.
So we'll learn more about dictionary entry in the next class. So
Okay.
so far what we have discussed, do you have any questions?
No, Kavya.
Okay, so in next
Yeah.
class, we'll learn about the dictionary entry, like more about dictionary entry and also about
Mhm.
form layout and form design.
Okay,
Okay.
Kavya. Um,
Okay.
is there any assignment for today?
Yeah, I see that it's only you. So, like I'm expecting more students next week. Like I have been told, like most of them have holidays this week, and that's why they're not present.
Okay.
So, okay, so your assignment would be to, add roles to a group and see that the role has been added to users as well. So we discussed
That
about
is,
roles, right?
yeah, that is done yesterday, Kavya.
Okay, that is done yesterday.
Yeah.
So, what else we discussed today? So I don't plan to give any assignment today. So you can just
Okay. Mhm.
go through whatever we have discussed so far. You can just go through that, and
Okay.
in next class we can continue.
Okay, Kavya.
Oh, fine, Preeta. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Yeah. Bye. Have a good day. Yeah.
Yeah.